Today, I'm going to recap a 2020 Korean action-packed movie called The Swordsman. This movie is based on true historical events and tells the story of a near-blind swordsman who takes on an entire army to save his daughter. So, what causes his blindness? Will he be able to save his daughter? Let's find out together. In 1623, King of the Joseon dynasty fled the palace to evade the rebellion group who deem him too weak to lead the nation. Taeul is the best swordsman in the nation and has been the personal bodyguard of the king. Taeul, as the only surviving guard left, has to face the captain of the group. Thus, the inevitable fight happens. Quick attacks are deployed as they assess one another's skill. They reapply their stance and get into a serious fight. The fight is fierce and tense as they overpower one another repeatedly. Unfortunately, Taeul injures his hand in the process. Then, the scene moves to some years later. In the mountains, Taeul has successfully raised his daughter named Taeok. Despite the happy life, Taeul's vision seems to be hazy. Turns out, blood has clumped inside his eyes and will eventually result in complete blindness. The doctor says that there is a rare herb in Joseon town that can be used to heal his eyes. Taeok is overjoyed to hear the news and wants them to go immediately. However, Taeul doesn't agree with the idea as the town is too dangerous for her and her safety is the top priority. Despite his words, Taeok promises to buy the herb alone and Taeul finally gives in. Then, they depart to the town together. Meanwhile, the captain has been promoted as an officer in the kingdom. However, he wants to quit the job and enjoys his last moments in life. Lee, as the respected member of the court, doesn't want him to leave as they are concerned of the Hwangbank, a related group of the enemy, Qing dynasty, who engage in slave trading. Lee is also afraid that one day, the Hwangbank will demand him to give up his daughter to them. On the other hand, Taeul and his daughter have arrived in Joseon City. Taeok is so happy to see the real civilization for the first time. Suddenly, they see the Hwangbank who have taken one of the locals' wife as slave. The husband has saved his money to buy his wife, but the price has been knocked up by them. Then, 3 martial arts experts of the Hwangbank come and the husband begs them. However, they hit him hard and he falls. Taeok wants to defend him, but Taeul stops her. Then, Joseon's guards come to break up the fight. However, they are powerless in front of the Hwangbank and leave, as they can't make enemies of the Qing dynasty. On the other hand, the Hwangbank's master, Guru Tai, is meeting Lee. Despite Lee's attempt to stay calm, Guru Tai keeps on mocking Joseon, which incites Captain's anger. Guru Tai then invites him to fight one of his personal guards. The guard looks down on Captain as he overpowers him with his continuous attack. Then, the guard mocks him, which makes Captain furious. This time, Captain manages to overpower the guard and almost kills him if not due to Guru Tai's interference. The fight is stopped and Guru Tai praises Captain for his skills. On the other hand, Taeul and Taeok have arrived in the trading post as per the doctor's reference. However, the merchant rejects their request as the rare herb is so expensive and cannot be obtained without connection. Hearing the response, Taeul and Taeok leave empty-handed. On their way, they meet Guru Tai and his guards. Guru Tai meets the merchant and proposes to establish his slave trading shop there. The merchant politely rejects his proposal as the post is solely for legal goods. She then excuses herself and reluctantly welcomes their stay. On their way home, Taeul presents his daughter with a gift from the town, which delights Taeok. They then visit Taeok's aunt before going back to the mountains. Meanwhile, Captain is meeting Guru Tai to establish a new relationship. Guru Tai respects him due to his sword mastery and invites him to join his ranks, to which he reluctantly accepts. On the other hand, the merchant visits Taeok to invite her to the town. She says that Lee needs a young girl to take care of his ailing mother, and that Taeok will be adopted by him. In addition, the merchant will also give her the rare herb to tend to his father's eyes. Taeok is overjoyed by the offer and immediately accepts it. When she is about to leave, a commotion happens inside the residence. The merchant and her guard inspect it and find that Guru Tai's guards are forcing the waitresses to strip. The action enrages the two of them and they get into a fight with one of the Huangbangs. The two of them fight him with their swords, while the Huangbang fights bare-handed. He skillfully evades and defends their combination attacks. After some time, the Huangbang manages to land fatal blows on both of them, resulting in their loss. Suddenly, Teok comes and slings a rock at him. The action angers him, but Teal comes to apologize on his daughter's behalf. Despite the action, the Huangbang doesn't let her go, which makes Teal angry. Suddenly, a surprise attack is launched and Teal defends it with his cane. Teal grabs his hand and drags him to fight outside, to ensure his daughter's safety. With his excellent footwork, he skillfully defends and evades the attacks. He repeatedly lands some blows with his cane and knocks the Huangbang unconscious. The other guy plans to fight him but undo the intention after seeing Teal's gaze. Captain, who sees the fight from afar, is reminded by his fight with Teal some years ago. That time, Captain shattered Teal's sword and the pieces flew into his eyes, resulting in his near-blind condition. Seeing this, the previous king turned himself in to stop the fight. He left his daughter in Teal's hand, and he named her Teok. Teok still loves Teal despite the new information and wants to take care of his eyes. She insists on accepting Lee's offer despite Teal's rejection, under the pretense of wanting to live a lavish life in the city. The next dawn, Teok is picked up by Lee's men and she leaves in tears for leaving her father. Meanwhile, Guru Tai is informed of his guard's defeat to Teal, so he sends some assassins to kill him. When Teal is about to go back to the mountains, the assassins come and attack him. He suddenly unsheathes his sword and kills a man after years of seclusion. Seeing this, he rushes to the city to save his daughter. In Lee's residence, the assassins also make a scene and kill the guards. Teok and Lee's biological daughter see the fight and hide themselves. However, they are found out and are brought to Guru Tai. Turns out, Guru Tai has caught Lee asking for the king's help in fending off the Huangbang. In accordance with Lee's evil plan, Guru Tai will kill Teok and let his biological daughter live. However, one of the guards recognizes Teok and Guru Tai decides to sell them as slaves instead. Meanwhile, Teal saves the merchant to look for his daughter. Once more, he fights the guard and skillfully hits him while defending against his attacks. Even with his sheathed sword, he can take him down. Then, he lands the final blow and kills him. They immediately go to Lee's residence, but Teok has been taken away. The next day, Lee and his personal guards visit Guru Tai's place to free his daughter. Suddenly, a blade is thrown and kills the spokesperson. The guards immediately charge but are easily killed by the guns, ending the fight within seconds. Fortunately, Teal arrives and saves Lee. The two Huangbangs fight him, but Teal can take on both of them. He successfully evades the combination attack and changes his stance. He manages to injure them bit by bit with his sword and kicks. The gunners also join the fight, and he uses the Huangbang as a shield. He whittled down the gunners one by one and survived all of the bullets unharmed. Then, the assassins also join the fight. At first, he can fend them off despite the great difference in number, but he gets more unstable as his vision becomes hazier. As a result, he has to play the defensive role and gets injured many times. One of the assassins even manages to land a fatal blow on his abdomen. He regains his breath as he takes one of them as hostage. Seeing how frightening Teal is, the other Huangbang flees. After some time, he successfully exterminates them all. However, he immediately faints due to the injuries. After some time, he wakes up to find that merchant has tended to his eyes with the rare herb. Before leaving, the merchant warns him that he might go completely blind if he continues to fight. He rushes to meet Guru Tai, but Captain stops him. And so, the fight between them breaks out. They exchange blows and fight on par for some time. Teal changes his stance and successfully defends Captain's attacks. Then, they manage to injure one another and reach a stalemate. Guru Tai smiles widely as he gets to see Teal's sword mastery. Teal changes his stance again and relies on his ears this time. With one strike, he injures Captain's arm, evades the attack and defeats him. He puts down his sword, but Gurutai slashes Captain's neck from behind and kills him, as he doesn't need a loser in his ranks. Then, he invites Taeul to an arena. Finally, the fateful fight between the two swordsmen breaks out. Gurutai launches the first attack and is on the offensive. Taeul keeps on defending the attacks, but is injured badly in the process. Blood poured out of his wounds and he couldn't stand up. Suddenly, Gurutai's mistress comes with Taeok, who is held captive. Seeing his daughter's state, he stands up and binds his sword to his grip. This time, Taeul is on the offensive and manages to injure Gurutai many times. Gurutai jumps on him and takes him by surprise. As Taeul stands up, he slashes the mistress' neck and kills her. The action angers Gurutai and he charges at Taeul. The both of them fight on par this time. Gurutai aims to injure Taeok, but Taeul defends her. Then, he locks Gurutai's sword and punches his ear until it rings. Then, Gurutai pins Taeul down, but his ear rings badly and throws him off balance. Taeul slashes through Gurutai's Achilles tendon, which angers him more. Then, Taeul extends his sword's reach and slashes through Gurutai's neck. He stabs him hard in the abdomen and kills him. Finally, Taeul is reunited with his beloved daughter as he slowly goes completely blind. Taeok cries in her father's embrace upon seeing her father's sacrifice for her. In the end, Taeul remembers the time when he was appointed as the previous king's personal guard and met baby Taeok for the first time. Some time later, the both of them are back in the mountains. Taeok holds her father's hand and they go down the mountains together, as he is ready to see the rest of the world now. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like and comment to help the channel out. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.